It's almost here. Christmas is just a few days away. And hopefully you have your tree up and most of your shopping done.
I don't know, you'll have to wait and see.
You know, it can be so easy to get caught up in the commercialization and the craziness of this season. But we as a church have decided to replace consumption with compassion. We're going to be looking for ways to demonstrate the love of God to the people all around us.
And as a church, we're always looking for fresh ways to do that. One of the places we've seen a huge impact this year is through our church's 4th Saturday Serve projects. Every 4th Saturday of the month, people like you and me gather at our campuses and head out into our communities.
This year alone, we were able to partner with over 60 local organizations, resulting in over 17,000 hours of service in our community.
We were able to go out to Grove Park Elementary School in Palm Beach Gardens. This is where Christ Fellowship got its start. We worked with the Hibiscus Children's Center up in Stewart, bought groceries for families in need out in Okeechobee.
We worked down in Riviera Beach at J Ministries, painting and repairing the center that is home to men breaking free from addictions and starting over after getting out of prison. And that is just to name a few. We were able to hear their needs and be the answer to the prayers. Prayers just like Marge prayed. Let's listen together to her story.
I was living in Los Angeles, California, and was just not living the life that God would have wanted me to live. Through that season of my life, I met a man. My son Christian was born, and then 6 months later, he told me that he no longer wanted to be with me or live the family dynamic. 8 months after my son was born, took a one-way ticket to Florida, back to my parents' home. I work at Chili's in Jupiter, and a big group came in and they said, well, why don't you come out to Christ Fellowship? Sometimes we don't know why God places us where he places us and with whom he places us with, but I know without a shadow of a doubt, if it weren't for Christ Fellowship and the relationships that I've made with people and God's people, that I wouldn't have been able to purchase my home. I was just having like a kitchen table talk with one of my leaders about moving into my new home, and she said, do you need anything? And I said, I think I'm gonna be okay, although I could use a coat of paint. And she said, well, we're just gonna love on you, Marge, and we're gonna make that happen through our 4th Saturday Serve. My house is such a home now, and that's very much due to 4th Saturday Serve and the volunteers that came out. My family is there for me. My Christ Fellowship family has my back. So, and I'm grateful to God for that. Thank you so much to Christ Fellowship and those that contributed for Christ's birthday offering. Thank you so much.
I love seeing how we are bringing the hope of Jesus to those right here in our own neighborhoods, as well as helping people all around the world, like down in Colombia, where we've come alongside persecuted pastors and their families. These families have gone through so much physical and spiritual battle, some even experiencing loved ones being killed just because of their faith in Christ. And as a church, we've been able to care for them and provide a place for them to begin to heal.
In other countries like Bolivia, we've had the opportunity to remodel orphanages and build a home where children are being rescued off the dangerous streets and being placed in a safe, loving home. Their futures are brighter today because of you.
And after the devastation of Hurricane Matthew, we've been able to get help to Cuba and down into Haiti and to the Bahamas. But there's more work for us to do this coming year. So church, in these last few days leading up to Christmas, I want to challenge you to do 3 things. First, I want you to pray. Pray and ask God how he wants to use you to give during this time, and then take time to listen to his voice. Second, I want you to sacrifice. Make this gift the best Christmas present that you're going to give this year. Give it to Jesus. And then third, give. Give a gift that is going to last throughout this coming year and into eternity. Your Christ birthday offering is what brings the love and the message of Jesus from our neighborhoods into the nations of the world.
We love you, and we are praying that this Christmas is the best ever for you and your family.
Merry Christmas.
Well, I want to say thank you to everybody that is part of Christ Fellowship Church. You all have helped more than 100,000 folks each week.
I'm just honored to be part of a church that cares so much for people.
But we just want to thank Christ Fellowship for what they are doing.
You know, words could not express how grateful we are, and that goes for all of our staff, feel the same way.
We just couldn't have accomplished everything that we did without you.
We are so grateful from the bottom of our hearts.